G'day fellas, and welcome to a casted game. Spawning in the north of the map in the color red, playing as the English, we've got Marine Lord. And on the opposite side of the map, playing as the French in blue, we've got Zertan. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to game number 3 in this series, the Road to Red Bull Wololo Legacy. We're in the quarterfinals at the moment, the round of 8. And these two titans are facing off against each other on the battle. Jesus, I was going to say on the gold fields. Take a look at the gold that we've got on this map. It looks kind of crazy when you think about it, doesn't it? Just look, you've got one, two, 3 gold veins all next to each other, then another one, and then another one in the middle, and then we've got over here like 1, 2. I guess the reality is on a map like this is Holy Island for anybody who's unfamiliar with it, is that very typically what's going to be happening is obviously there's no real spawns towards the back. You do have a gold vein that did spawn over this way, but not a lot of spawning towards the back, so everything goes towards the middle, and naturally the gold ends up there as well. Now let's talk a little bit about this map and about what we've got for you guys today. This is an English versus French matchup, one of the classics. I remember watching plenty of Donati games with this matchup, and obviously today is going to be no real difference with that, but an interesting opening here coming out from Marine Lord. Just going to be doing a single scout opening, obviously a very heavy amount of villagers on food. On the other side of the map, though, Zertan is going for a no water opening. This is kind of crazy, right? Because typically you would expect on a water map to go water. Now, hold on a minute. Zertan's a very good player. I assure you there is a reason why he's doing that. But the question is, why exactly is this? So let's just do some quick math here, all right? You guys know I like quick math. I'm pretty good at it. He ages up, let's say, 4 minutes and what? 4 minutes and 10? 4 minutes 20 seconds with a build order like this. You can see he's basically rushing his age up as quickly as possible. He'll do 3 to 4 on this one. How does he deal with this? Does he come over? Does he like rush an outpost here and then get arrow slits? Is that what he's doing? Like, there's got to be a methodology behind this, right? Because I think one of the big factors here, for me at least, is that water pays itself off so damn quickly that theoretically, Marine Lord should technically be able to defend himself here against this early aggression from his opponent without absolutely any problem whatsoever. I would almost say that it is undisputed. You know, typically we talk about, you know, rock, paper, scissors, and that rushing beats booming, and booming beats turtling, and turtling beats rushing. And I really feel like a water opening is kind of like the dynamite. It just beats everything. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You have to open water. And that is I would say, whatever the opposite of a misconception is, I guess a conception is, I would say that is definitely the sentiment. Let's go sentiment in the competitive community, is that if you don't open water, you're going crazy. Now, can we just talk about something to begin with? Hold on. Zertan right now sits on 10 sheep total. Marine Lord on the other side of the map sits on a total of 25 sheep. That, my friend, is Marine Lord role-playing as a New Zealander. He has found the sheep, and he's doing very well for himself. But Zertan up at 335, my lord. Okay, so Zertan is up to the Dark Age, or the Castle Age, rather. Oh my god, get it right, Drongo. Feudal. He's up to the Feudal Age. So he's going to be going up as quickly as... Oh my lord, I can't believe how fast that was. 330, night already out. And so where does he look to go from there? Because over on Marine Lord's side, we can see the age up coming through for him. Now, one of the interesting things to note about this matchup is that the English are the only civilization that do not have access to the spearmen in the Dark Age. They have access to the men-at-arms in the Dark Age, but they do not have access to the spearmen, which means that with this age up coming through, of course, it is the Council Hall, no surprises there, only 4 villages tapping away, the Marine Lord's going to have a bit of a difficult time defending against this. Now, we do see the knight already out at 4 minutes 20, and the question is, where do we go from here? Do we see outposts being dropped down on the wood line to defend? Do we see an outpost drop down on the gold mine to defend against any raids? He seems to have lost the knight. The knight's going to be moving out across the map. Sacred Site going to be run over. And we can see that it's going to be a follow-up, or at least there doesn't seem to be any sort of follow-up just yet, but it might be an archery ranger, I would suspect, is going to be coming through. He's got 5 villagers on gold. That's quite a lot on gold. And only now dropping the dock. So it's a little bit of a delayed opening, and now coming in onto the gold. 5 minutes on the dot. So I see where he's going. So basically his theory was I can get onto the gold and I like this. Okay, so hold on. Technically, he gets to the gold. He stops the gold from being taken, and now Marine Lord can't make any galleys to defend, which means that Marine Lord is completely and utterly just destroyed on water. Knight coming into the woodline. Villagers firing off a shot, getting off a decent volley there. Second volley coming off. They can go for a third if they like. There's plenty of them here, 12 of them. And they indeed do. So now we're back to square one. But I guess the issue is that even if Marine Lord wanted to, he would very capably be able to take the gold vein down here. I mean, it's hard though, right? Because there could be a second knight coming. You just never know. This one's the closest one. So now we see the age up coming through. Marine Lord going to be able to train up some spearmen. Now, obviously, one of the advantages to not having spearmen in the Dark Age is that you don't have to do the research for them. The hardened upgrade, they automatically come with that. But now we see a Hulk coming out for Zertan. Marine Lord at this point in time. Not enough resources in the bank to train a galley, but he's got plenty of villagers now back over onto the gold. A little bit of a delay here, but I do like the opening here from Zertan. Very creative. But as I said, you know, it really sort of begs the question as to whether you're going to be able to defend it or not, just simply because it seems so difficult. It's just almost like a guaranteed thing. A lot of resources backing up here. I'm assuming he's going for another Hulk, potentially, is what we're looking at here. Now, technically, the Hulk should beat the galley. At least it used to. I don't know what the situation is now, that because the armor has been reduced on the Hulk, but there is a good chance it just reduces it. But take a look at this. He's got 3 fishing boats around the first dock, 3 fishing boats for the second dock. Where are the rest of the fishing boats, you ask? Well, there are none. He only made 6 fishing boats, and he's got 2 docks, which means he's able to store all of the fishing boats safely inside those docks. He's not going to lose any of them to the Hulk. And now you can see that Zertan's almost like scratching his head like, where are those fishing boats? There's no, the deep water fish, it's been taken a little bit, but where is it all? And now we got a counterattack coming out from Marine Lord, just when you thought, hold on a minute, that France was the one calling the shots here. Now all of a sudden it's the English that look to do it. 3 out of 3 in that bad boy, and he's just going to turn his attention towards the dock. Now remember, what's the big factor here? The big factor, the galley comes out, it's getting healed. Worst case scenario, 3 fishing boats come on over. Come on over, baby. What, hey boy, don't you know? Where is that song from? I don't know where that song is from, but is that Christina Aguilera? I think that's Christina Aguilera, isn't it? Oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 90s. We are here, we're queer, and we do not want any more bears. But now you can see the Hulk getting melted out here. For the most part, I mean, the galley stays alive, but it's going to be able to use its mobility to fall back away from that Hulk. And so for the moment, Marine Lord's just done, I guess realistically, most players would have just been like, you know what? I'm just going to spam out fishing boats, and then I'm going to lose my fishing boats, and then I'm going to panic like, oh, you made a Hulk. What am I ever going to do against a Hulk? You know, but Marine Lord's just like, well, that's fine. I'm just going to make a second dock, and then I'll put my other 3 fishing boats up there, and we'll just go and shore fish until we've got enough. And then we'll just repair up the galley. We'll make sure that we don't lose any. We'll stay close. We'll just defend, and we'll just keep calm. Keep calm and fish on. Is that right? Is that what the shirt says? Keep calm and fish on. I think that's it. I think that's it. Not fish on grill, fish on. Like, just keep on fishing. Like, just keep fishing. Just keep fishing. But it was interestingly, a fish actually said that quote to begin with. But it was just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. 10 points to the guy who remembers where that's from. That was, I remember watching. Oh my god, we're in Tangent City today. That was Finding Nemo. Actually, my little brother was watching that over and over and over when he was a little tyke, and I used to watch it with him. And I think it was Dory that would be like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Well, it looks like unfortunately these longbows not going to be able to swim and not going to be able to run for much longer as the archers of Zertan clean them up. No knights coming out today, and or no knights make any ends meet. Chivalry yet to be researched, but he's got enough resources in the bank for it. We could see a potential second Hulk out for him. This is so interesting as well. I love this opening because this Hulk potentially could have done a lot of damage. If he'd done spin to win up here and killed the dock immediately, there might have been a real threat that could have been applied. I think in conjunction with the Hulk needed to be an outpost. That way, with the outpost, you force the enemy out from their dock because they can't stay next to the dock if there's an outpost. But now, things are getting worse for Zerton out here. Marine Lord going to be pushing back with that classic English galley look, that galley style. We'll take a look and see what upgrades he's got. Now, remember, the English have got access to Admiralty, which is going to reduce the cost of all of their boats. At least I think that's what it's called. No, that's the naval tech that increases the range. So I don't know what the name of it is, but look how much they just shred through this Hulk right now. This Hulk has nowhere to run, nowhere to turn right now. Gets taken out. And with that, Marine Lord wins the water. He did lose a galley for his efforts. A 1-for-1 trade ain't terrible. And now holds on land. Fishing boat count now going to start to increase. And you can see, he knows what he's doing. The fishing boats are now coming out in absolute crazy fashion. He is going to town on the fishing boats. He said, you know what? I'm just going to make 3 on this dock, 3 on that dock. That's it. Keep it nice and simple. And that's all he did. And now you can see we've got a patrolling galley down the south side here, just making sure that no sneaky docks are going to come in. Marine Lord gains full control of the water, and now we've got a problem because Marine Lord has water, Marine Lord has map, and Marine Lord has... I mean, it's Marine Lord. He's got Marines as well. And that's a problem. That's especially a problem if you're Zerton, because what does Zerton have going for him? Like, if we're... like, right now, we're looking... What does Zerton have going for him? Well, does he have a second town center? No. Does he have tech? No. Does he have a military lead? No. Does he have an economic lead? No. Is he scaling at all? No. No, 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 no. Absolutely nothing. So at this point, if I'm doing a % chance to win, you know that little bar that we talk about up at the top that you see the Dota AI doing? Or what is it? There's an AI that they have when there's Dota games and it's like, oh, this team has an 86% chance to win. Right now, I'm like, Marine Lord has a 99.3% chance to win. And you want to know something funny? I have seen that AI be at 99% and then it's come down from 99% and then the other team has won. Oh, it takes quite a throw to happen, but it can happen. But right now, Marine Lord, he's the kind of guy who doesn't make mistakes. There's no way you're getting back water control. And without water control, oh my god, and he's going H3. Oh gosh, this is not good. Beautiful little position. So the only thing that Marine Lord dies to right now is this. So he does have to be careful, but there's not enough knights here to really make it concerning. He has to actually force the knights or fall back with the knights. Archers looking to try and take out some enemy archers. Not going to have too much success there. And still looking to try and push those units out. No blacksmith upgrades coming through just yet. I take it back. Blacksmith upgrades almost coming through for them. But look at this. Falling back towards the shoreline is going to guarantee that he's able to keep these alive. Archer's now pushing back. And I think the only thing that Zerton could really do in this position is go for some sort of timing. And now we see a Hulk coming out. And I don't really know why that is. But I feel like a timing against Marine Lord would be quite good here. The King's Palace is on the backside as well, which means now we've got double TC for Marine Lord, age 3, and it's probably going to be Knights coming out shortly. I don't see any stables down just yet, but typically when you do get Castle Age with the English, it's Knights that you're going into. Veteran Longbowmen going to be coming out, so a little bit of extra oomph on those attacks. So I think it goes from 6 up to 8, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure though. We'll have to double check and see. It is coming in shortly. But Zerton, unfortunately, this is going to be like the only chance he's got to win right now is this attack. This is the attack here. So the defense going to get put down by Marine Lord. He's slowly but steadily picking off these forces. Indeed, it does go from 6 to 8 attack. Veteran Longbow looking to hold on a little bit longer. Spearman moving out, going to get taken out by the archers. Knights going to be moving in onto the backside. Villagers running into the TC. And now things going to start to really get difficult for Zerton as he gets repelled away from this position. Keep in mind, there's still plenty of units out for Marine Lord. The reinforcements did eventually come in from the south side. And now Marine Lord is completely in control of this game. We see the monasteries coming up. He's gone for a double monastery. It's the classic double monastery strategy from Marine Lord, the ultimate in BM play. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, it gets even worse. The double... Is this intentional? It's a triple monastery! No, it's not. It's a barracks. I was very tempted. This is the next level strategy. The double monastery. Does he just pop out? Does he just shit out a whole bunch of healers right now? What does he do? So Zerton is going for siege engineering. This is the correct play. It would have been the correct play if it was 5 minutes ago. So there's a part of me that was like thinking, if there was a way for you to potentially deny water through a land army, and to be honest, there might have actually been. If you'd camped gold and then potentially, I don't know, because you're making archers. You know what? Just go for a really quick siege engineering into a battering ram to deal with the docks. I think that could have potentially been it. But now that double monastery, yet to see any use just yet. He's made 2 of them. You know, you don't get any special points for making 2 monasteries, Marine Lord. It looks cool, and you've got them positioned perfectly, you know, on the opposite side of this outpost. But it just makes me question, you know, do you really devote yourself to the cause? 2 monasteries, but no priests? No healers? No monks? No nothing. Battering ram making its way in without a single military unit to accompany it. The knight numbers are up. Zertan is looking a little bit stronger, but Marine Lord realizes that the only way he dies is to a push, and subsequently invests heavily in his military forces. He continues falling back. The veteran longbow's looking decent, and now we enter into the cinematic mode as the charges go off, and the double monastery becomes threatened. The barracks is going down. We see the villagers evacuating into the outpost, and now the longbows continue falling back away from those knights. You can see him trying his best to pick off the spearmen, but they've got that upgrade, the veterancy upgrade coming through. It's going to make it so much more difficult for him to do any damage on those bad boys. And now, unfortunately, it looks like Marine Lord might be able to hold this one on, and it may all be over for Zertan. With this game, the winner will go through to the next round and will be looking to challenge. I'm not sure exactly who it is. I think it might be Puppy Paw or the person that Puppy Paw played against if Puppy Paw lost to that person. But I'm not 100% sure. But I can now guarantee that that 99% on the victory, on that little thing at the top has turned over to 100%. Marine Lord has held against the only thing that he can die to, and good game gets called. Zertan is eliminated. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this series. Make sure you check out Road to Red Bull Wololo Legacy this weekend. Set a timer, 15 GMT, Saturday and Sunday. It's the grand finals for the month of August. I want you to be there. I want you to be square. I'll catch you in the next one.